What's going on, film fans? Thomas L here. It looks like Star Trek 4 might not have Chris Pine or Chris Hemsworth reprising their role as Captain Kirk, looks like Hemsworth might not reprise his role as Captain Kirk's dad. Because if you guys remember, like before he played Dora, Chris Hemsworth was actually Captain Kirk's dad in the first Star Trek movie. I bet a whole lot of people don't even know that. But anyway, looks like Hemsworth and Pine might not be returning. Like the Star Trek 4 was supposed to be like a time travel adventure film, and Paramount also brought on S.J. Clarkson, who would, by the way, be the first female director to direct a Star Trek film. Like, here's the article. According to the Hollywood Report, Paramount talks with both Pine and Hemsworth have fallen through over salary issues. The reports indicates that Pine and Hemsworth want Paramount to honor their previously made deals with the studio is attempting to hold the line on a budget. The actors feels that they would be forced to accept pay cuts under the terms they were offered. While the studio contends with the franchise, they can't on par with their respective DC and Marvel films. It's it's pretty much also a fair point. Like it also indicates that like the last Star Trek movie that came out, Star Trek Beyond, kind of lost like for a Star Trek movie. I mean, a Star Trek movie should make tons of money. Maybe not Star Wars money or Marvel money, but it should not have lost money like at all. And also indicates that it simply won't have the same resonance if two other actors step in for Pine and Heaven. So there could be a possibility that someone might, well, of course, replace Chris Pine. I mean, how can you do Star Trek without Captain Kirk? Unless if like it's a different captain, maybe, but that's just a whole new reboot. Also, the studio hasn't also scrapped the movie together. Like, actors all set to reprise their roles, including Zoe Saldana, Zachary Quino, Carl Urban, Simon Pegg, and John Cho. So they're all expected to reprise their roles. I don't know. I hope they make out a deal somehow because I think Chris Pine was an amazing captain. I mean, he had the same charisma as William Shatner had when he played the role, and also Chris Hemsworth is Chris Hemsworth. He was pretty good in his parts in the first Star Trek, and of course since then he's been a bigger star. He's been a Door, Ghostbusters, Vacation. Like he's been pretty bigger since he was in the first Star Trek. So of course, of course he's going to be more expensive now than he was, back then. I mean, Chris Hemsworth is also reprising his role as Door in Avengers 4, and also Chris Hemsworth has that Bad Times at the El Royale, which looks fantastic, by the way. Oh, and not to mention, Paramount is also planning an R-rated Star Trek movie with Quentin Tarantino. I'd love to see how that pans out. Like, nothing has been confirmed about that project yet, but my God, if an R-rated Star Trek movie by Quentin Tarantino, if that happens, I'm in. I might even be more excited for that one than than Star Trek 4, to be honest. Yeah. Well, not to mention, Chris Pine is also pretty bigger now. I mean, he was just in Wonder Woman last year. He's gonna be in a sequel. So I don't know, man. So 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 what do you think about this whole Star Trek news? Do you like it? Are you hoping Pine and Hemsworth, returns? Leave a comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This year is Thomas L. signing out.